Hi everyone, I am Amy Pierce Stone of Her Art from the Attic. Today we are going to be painting this planet in the cosmos, and it's Father's Day, so I am dedicating it to my universe, my husband and the father of my 5 just wonderful, beautiful kids. Happy Father's Day, my love. A special thank you to Graphic Stock for sponsoring this video so that I can continue to offer free content to my viewers. I actually got the photo that I referenced as my inspiration for this from Graphic Stock, and what's cool is they are offering anyone who's watching this free downloads. Up to 140 images, photos, graphic designs, backgrounds, all sorts of things. And you can go download any of them you want. You know, up to 140. That's amazing. I'll put a link in the description below so that you can just go right where you need to go to download those. I will also put a link to the exact photo that I used for this puppy. It is so important to use images that are royalty free, meaning that you don't have to worry about copyright infringement when you reference a photo or when you use it in your business or whatever. As I was editing this video, I got this ba-ding notification from Facebook on my tablet, and my sister uploaded this post right here. So she shares this link and then she writes, "Am I hallucinating? Is the cover photo on the left not one of me from a themed party with Billy Bob teeth we had years ago?" And it totally is. My brother had a party, we all dressed up, he shared pictures of it on his blog, Single Dad Laughing, and somebody must have stolen the photo and now it's being used in this advertisement as a before photo for teeth cleaning. But they don't have the rights for it, so it could possibly derail their entire campaign. If they had used royalty-free images, they would have nothing to worry about, and they may have thought, oh, this person will never know that we are using it, but it showed up in her newsfeed on Facebook. So don't assume that no one's ever going to know. You just never know with the way the internet works these days. Just be safe and get royalty-free images. Okay, so let's get painting. Here is what you're going to need. You'll need a canvas, and you'll need something round to trace your moon. This is just a bowl. I've got lots of acrylic paint colors. I've got burnt umber, I've got white and black, wherever that went. I've got black, blue, or indigo, and I've got magenta, I've got cadmium red light, and I've got cadmium yellow medium, and I've got phthalo blue. I am using interactive paint from Acrylic, and let's talk about brushes. So I've got a medium size stiff bristle brush, flat, and I've got a smaller stiff bristle brush that's flat. I've got a couple different size Filbert brushes. This is a big one, it's a size 12. And then I've got just this cute little one, and it is a size 1. I've got 2 liner brushes. One is actually a size 0, one's a size 4. And I've got this size 12 flat tip brush. Here's a couple extras that are helpful. I've got a natural sea sponge that I used. You can also use a palette knife. If you can't find one like I couldn't, just grab a piece of cardboard or like an old gift card and use that. You'll of course need the reference photo. You can either copy it exactly or just glean inspiration from it like I did. Go to graphicstock.com, and then I typed in Cosmos in the search bar and it popped right up with other options. I'll put a link to this exact photo in the description below. So I think that's it. Oh, water. I like to spritz my canvas before I lay down a background where there's lots of blending. I am first going to lay down the background by blending phthalo blue into magenta into indigo using a stiff bristle brush. Then I'll just flick some white on there for stars, trace a circle for the moon, and I'm just taking straight white, blending it, letting it kind of just taper off into the black in the corner, or the black blue, the indigo. And I will just keep laying down more white, letting some of the blue come through a little bit. I want it to be pretty bright in the middle and then just get lighter and lighter, keeping a pretty bright white ring around the edge of the moon. Making sure I'm following the curvature of the moon as I lay down my brush strokes so that it stays nice and round looking, spherical. Now I'm just blotting it. I'm wanting lots of texture. So just with the medium stiff bristle brush, I'm blotting. Then I let it dry. I took some plastic. You don't have to do that, but I just let the texture go. Now I've got this peachy color and I'm dabbing that all over, blending it in. I've got some of the burnt umber and some red, and I'm laying that down in the shadows and letting it blend back into that blue. And now I've got this pink color that I'm putting around the edges, top and bottom. And I'm really letting the paint get chunky. And now I'm brightening it up with the lighter peach and white. Chunky, chunky, chunky. That's what I want, because my planet here is going to have lots of craters and texture. So I'll blot, let it dry, blot, let it dry, laying down some more yellow here. Some yellow ochre. Then I've got magenta and white. More texture, more blotting, more blending. Kind of experimenting with the colors. Magenta. Now I am taking some burnt umber and magenta again and laying some down. This is the really awkward stage of the painting, right? It kind of looks like, well, horrible. I'm putting some lavender on the bottom and laying out some more purples and magenta throughout my planet. Now it's interesting because I am making this planet have warm colors and cool colors, and sometimes that can be tricky, but you just keep laying down colors and layers and texture until you get what you want. Now I'm just blending all those colors back together. I've got the nice texture that dried underneath, and I'm putting some, while it dries, I'm putting some dark blue and then lighter blue around the edges, putting some magenta back in there in the background. Then I'm coming back to the moon and I'm laying down some more white. And I don't know if you can see it very well, but the texture from the dried paint before is really coming through, and I'm letting my brush just drag and not blend smooth lines because I want that texture. So now I'm putting lavender and white back on it, just really letting the middle shine through, putting some more magenta in the background and getting some yellow ochre, and I've put it on my cardboard or palette knife and I'm just letting it drag very gently and softly, giving it some more texture. And I'm doing the same thing with other colors, red and blue and magenta, and I really want to make sure that I don't lose the brightness in the middle and the round shape. So I'm just laying down all these colors. There's some magenta mixed with burnt umber. And now I've got, I got a straw and I was experimenting with crater type shapes, just pressing the end of these straws into it. But now I'm laying down some more bright pinks and purples. Now I'm creating craters, and the way I do this is I am laying down a circle of a dark color, and then I've got a bright white around it, and then I circle that with the dark color around that, keeping one side brighter than the other. Now I'm just blending those and blotting those colors a little bit more together, putting the blue back in, brightening up the center again, putting some more textures back in there, more color, adding more craters. Now the right side of the inside of my crater is going to stay pretty bright, and the left side will stay pretty dark. And on the bottom of my moon, or my planet, I'm going to let the craters be a little bit more purple, and the top I'll let be a little bit more blue. But I'll put blue and magenta and purple into both. Then I just want one more big, huge crater. So I'm laying that in. Now I'll put some dark indigo right around the moon and blend that into phthalo blue, pushing it into the background till it blends nicely. I'll flick some more stars on there because I lost a bunch of them. And that can be easier if you water down the paint. And then of course I sign it because I am done. I had so much fun doing this. Do you like my variation on it? My take, my version? Is there somewhere where you would have stopped yourself in this painting, like maybe in the beginning when it was more blue, or the part where it was more yellow? Are there any steps you wouldn't have done? I just love to know your thoughts and hear your comments below. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up. Tell me what you thought in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. We've got tons of videos, you know, past, present, and future. Also, don't forget to jump on the link in the description below to get your free downloads from graphicstock.com and to get the reference photo for this exact painting. But 7-day free trial. If you decide that you love it like I do, then you can get a membership. It's 99 bucks a year, and that's unlimited downloads to their hundreds and thousands of images. That's amazing. I have paid 35 bucks for a stock image before. In fact, some of my content on my channel are from stock images. Don't forget to share your projects with me on Facebook. I'd love to see them. Just type in Her Art from the Attic and I'll pop right up. Also find me on Instagram and Etsy and Pinterest. You know, social media. I'm out there. I try to be anyway. I'm not everywhere. There's like 500 places you can be. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Happy Father's Day to the love of my life. Bye.